everyone, this is Meg back with another video, a bit of a sporty spice video today. I'm going to be sharing with you some lessons I had recently from my own learning, my own self, my own life related to the game of cricket, but also more importantly, how do we let go of the need to be good at everything? So that's the real theme. How do we let go of the need to be good at everything, and what would be possible if you focused on your strengths and what you really enjoy more? So I play in a women's cricket team. I've played for 6 years, and it's been an incredibly fun way of being in a team, moving, being outside. I feel a lot of times like my inner 16-year-old is very happy when I'm out running around in the field and, just being outside in fresh air. And in the game of cricket, there are kind of three main, I suppose, disciplines. One is batting. This is a cricket bat. One is batting. One is fielding, so catching, throwing, and the other is bowling. And ever since I joined, bowling has been really hard for me. And just in case you want to see what you're supposed to do is you have this idea that your arm has to be straight when you bowl the ball. And I'm used to just throw the ball. And anyway, so this bowling action is so difficult for me, and so difficult. And not everyone actually has to bowl in a cricket match. So that's one thing to say. And over the years, as I said, I've been playing for 6 years, I have tried to improve my bowling. There are lots of different aspects to it, but I've gotten a lot of advice from my lovely, wonderful teammates. I've probably gotten about, 1,317 tips along the way about how I could get better at bowling. And somehow, just generally, I don't ever seem to get much better, to be honest. And we had practice on Thursday this week, and we were doing a lot of bowling. And it was just so hard for me. I was so frustrated. I felt like I've been doing this. I've been trying. I, want to improve, and it's just not happening. And it was really deflating. It was really frustrating. Partly, I think one of the sources of frustration is I really believe strongly in a growth mindset, which is that we can improve and grow and get better and develop. And we don't have a fixed ability. We're not born great at things. We have to put our focus on it. We have to commit. We have to practice. We have to be willing to be a learner. So there's this part of me that, wants to say to myself, Meg, have a growth mindset. You can do it. Keep going. And there's another part that's like, this is just hard. And I don't really feel like I'm making much progress. And it's sort of stopping being fun to keep trying at this thing that's just so hard. And I came away from that practice and I just thought to myself, what if I just let that go? What if I just allowed myself to say, I don't bowl. It's not something I'm good at. I don't really have the commitment and the discipline and the focus to improve. And that's okay. And that was a real revelation. And the reason I think this is important and I wanted to share it is for many of us out in the workplace, we might be doing things that we think we should be good at. Well, I think I should be better at navigating, data analysis, or I should be better at holding a team meeting, or whatever it might be. So, but there might just be places where you're not playing to your natural strengths. It might just be harder for you. And partly that is okay. So this is checking in with what if I didn't have to be great at everything? What if I could let my inner belief about, the need to be good at everything? What if I could let that relax? What might that open up in terms of possibilities? To be honest, in my example with cricket, if I spent less time focusing on bowling, I could spend more time practicing batting, which is actually where I tend to have a bit more skill. It feels more fun. It feels more enjoyable. And that was my lesson for myself this week, was what if I just let go of this need to be good at everything? What would open up if I could give myself permission to focus on the areas that really give me a sense of joy, a sense where I feel like, yeah, this is more fun. I'm willing to get better. I'm still willing to learn and grow. And it's more building on a foundation of strengths. So that's just something to ponder. I know I work with a lot of women in particular who are very high achievers, who are very ambitious. And one of the challenges is to remember, like, that high bar can sometimes feel like a lot of pressure. So it's how can we bring in a bit more ease, a bit more sense of compassion for the way in which the women I'm working with are doing really great things, and also probably not giving themselves credit for those. So I hope that's helpful. The underlying lesson here is, what if you gave yourself permission to not be great at everything? What if you allowed yourself to listen? Oh, this isn't kind of working for me. It stopped being fun, so I'm gonna let it go. That would be my big takeaway here. I am Meg Lyons. I help busy people to live with more balance, ease, and joy. If this video has been interesting for you, I'd love for you to share it. Get in touch with me, meg@meglyons.com, if you'd like to know more about working with me. I would love to support you to live a whole life, to have more balance, ease, and joy. See you next time. Take care for now. Bye.